So this is the Hamilton Beach Percolator. These are the parts. So the plan is I'm going to be using 3 bottles of water and placing them into the percolator. That actually equates to 6.33 cups of water. And I'm gonna put 6 tablespoons because I prefer a little bit of a stronger coffee. This is the other percolator. These are also all the parts right here. And it's the same thing, 3 bottles of water. And again, I'm just gonna follow the instructions here, which is 6 tablespoons. The coffee I'm using is actually gonna be just whatever was on sale, the Koi coffee, and we'll see how it turns out. Alrighty, so I just turned on the coffee percolators. The difference between the Hamilton Beach and the tester is that when I plugged them in, the Hamilton Beach one immediately flipped on. There's no power button. This one has a power button. I'm assuming that when the coffee is completed, that the coffee light will turn on. So when this was turned on, it almost immediately started making this noise. And this one isn't making any noise yet. So we'll see when it starts heating, where that heating element kicks in, and I'll also keep a timer on when these lights come on. Okay, so these are the percolators. I put a timer. This one took 2 minutes and 55 seconds longer than this one. So I'm gonna do a reboil for 12 cups because on the box of the Hamilton Beach, it says that it makes 12 cups of coffee in 12 minutes. And so this one was 2 minutes and 33 seconds behind on 6 cups. So we'll just see how much longer total time it takes. The indicator light is on. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the cream and we'll check the color in a minute. So we have coffee number 1 with half a tablespoon of cream. And that's the Hamilton Beach. And coffee number 2 is our tester. And I am going to bring it over to Gilly for a taste test. Number 1.
Very good.
Okay.
Not as good as this one.
So number 1 is better than number 2?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
It just has more flavor.
Number 1 has more flavor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what about the aroma? Is there a difference in aroma?
No.
Okay. So I'll also test it myself and give my opinion on that too. Okay, so here's coffee number 1. Okay. Coffee number 2.
Told you.
1 second. So it feels like more bitter for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Number 2, yeah.
Number 2 is more bitter than number 1. I don't know how that happens, but it's definitely more bitter. So number 1 is a bit smoother, and the overall flavor, and number 2 just has more of that bite taste. So I guess it's just a personal preference. I'm not a fan of the bitter coffee. I like the more well-rounded taste, but again, it's the same coffee, so that's just simply a difference between them. Alrighty. So this is just a temperature test. We're gonna do a temperature test on the Hamilton Beach. So I'm gonna just pour some coffee, and then I'm gonna take this gun. Hold on, let me just. It's 177.4. And then we'll go to, here, let me just do it a couple times because last time with the, okay, 177.4, 76. Okay, now it's cooling down a little bit, but anyway, there we go. 170. Okay, so now we'll test the temperature on this one. So it's actually not as hot straight out of the pot. It's like 10 degrees different, I would say, 10 or 12 degrees. go closer. So it's in the 160s, whereas the Hamilton Beach was in the 170s. Okie dokes.